So hi guys, welcome back. How you doing? I hope you all are good. In this video I'm going to show you some basic and useful training drills to improve your aim and accuracy, or you can say improve your overall gameplay in Newstate. So let's start with aim and accuracy. For better aim you must know to place your crosshair at perfect target. And for that you have to come at this area of training ground and start switching your crosshair from one target to another like this. First you may start slow, but after few moments when you get used to it, start do this faster like this. And then do the same while firing the weapon. Practicing this drill will help you to master your sensitivity and help you to switch your aim from one player to another more accurate and smooth. This is how it's gonna work in real fights. Trust me guys, practice this drill few times, you'll definitely gonna see improvement in your gameplay. Now about reflex and ADS placement. Many of you guys are practicing your reflex or ADS placement on these targets. But guys, this area is not suitable for your reflex drills. This training area is very small, you should move to next wide and long training area. And then go through these targets which I'm showing right now. And then start fire from down to up as fast as you can, but make sure you don't miss any of those targets. I'm suggesting you to practice on this area because each target here is getting farther one by one, and because of distance and wide gap between each targets it's get complicated, so harder you'll train yourself, better you'll make yourself. That's why I'm suggesting you to practice your reflex on this wide training ground instead of that small training ground. It's get very easy to practice your reflex on this training area because each target is very close to each other and has very low distance between them. That's why I'll suggest you to practice this drill on this training ground daily before you go in classic matches. This drill will definitely improve your reflex. Now to the close combat training drill. So here I'm using these boxes as a cover. So the idea of this drill is basically I'm using these boxes as my cover, and this is a cover fire drill. So when I'm about to shoot I'll uncrouch and then use peek and fire and then back to cover quickly as shown here. Then again repeat the same drill in a different direction and on different target. If you are wondering how this would look in real fights, here is an example of cover fire drill. You can also use this cover fire drill for mid-range. You have to repeat the same movement, uncrouch, and then peek and fire and act to cover. So these cover fire drill is extremely useful when it's come to its uses in normal matches. And you can practice this drill with different objects in training ground. Here is an example. This cover is almost similar to a tree cover and start firing on both directions by using left and right peek button. Moving to hip fire drill. For this you have to come to this training area and fire at this target on hip fire, start with 5 meters of distance. Obviously practice this drill with jiggle movement while hip firing. After few moments increase the distance to 10 meters. And then 15 meters. And in the end maximum 20 meters. This drill is very effective for close range improvement. You must give it a try and try to use low accuracy weapons for this drill for better improvement. Like barrel, M416, AKM or any other assault rifles. So now moving to very important drill. Red dot spray drill. Red dot spray is very useful, but only when you have good hand on it. You can use red dot in close range to mid range, but for that you have to practice and master your red dot spray. For red dot spray practice you have to come to this training area and start firing these target using red dot. And only fire at moving targets, not stationary targets. This training area has 11 moving target which start from 20 meters and end on 150 meters. You have to eliminate each targets to improve and master your red dot spray. I won't suggest you to practice on these kind of dummy targets because when you fire on these targets, its hit points number cover the whole target and you will be just shooting randomly. That's why I don't recommend you to practicing on this training area. Now moving to our next drill, which is long range spray drill. For spray practice, I'll always suggest you to start with high recoil weapons like barrel or AKM because when you practice with these heavy recoil weapons, it will take a lot of efforts to control its recoil, and if you are using high recoil weapons for spray, you could try burst fire method like I'm doing right now. You basically have to fire 5 to 6 bullets, then take a small gap and repeat again. And after training with these high recoil weapons for like 5 to 10 minutes, when you start to handle high recoil of these weapons on spray, then switch your weapons to low recoil weapons like M416, SCAR L, L85A3 or others. you will definitely gonna feel that it's get very easy to control its recoil and you'll see improvement in your spray. And always try to use crouch while firing at long range because crouching will slightly reduce the recoil of weapon. Now to the sniper training and DMR training drill. For this drill, you have to park a vehicle here at training area like this, and then peek at target, and fire 1 to 2 bullet at target, and back to cover quickly. And then keep repeating this drill again and again. For DMR and sniper rifle you have to do the same drill, but in sniper you just have to try to connect headshot, that's all. That's the basic and best drill for sniper training. The main thing in sniper or DMR training is that you should master your sensitivity of your scope. That's the important training for sniper players, and this training will do the same. This drill will just help you to memorize your sensitivity. Now before end of this video, I have some training tips for driving. You should pick a vehicle and drive to the full of trees area like these, and keep driving through these trees. Try practicing all different vehicles in these woods. I'll recommend to use those vehicles which feels hard to drive for you. And you should always keep monitoring the fuel. Sometimes my teammates push on enemies without noticing the fuel, and the vehicle ran out of fuel in front of whole squad, and the result we all died because of that mistake. And guys, I forgot to mention that there is trick. When you change your seat from driving while using auto drive or hold boost button, vehicle will still move forward and you can shoot your enemies down. Some new players didn't know about this feature, that's why I add this information. So guys, that's all I've got for you in this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to subscribe this channel and leave a like on this video. See you all in next one.